Hi YouTube, here's a video with my new lathe that I've bought. It's a small 7 by 14 lathe I got from a Danish dealer, and then I've got some accessories from the little machine shop and another firm in the UK that I can't remember the name of right now. I have for a long time been looking for getting a small lathe that doesn't use too much space and was handy to move around. So I looked at the MyFord and a number of EM Seco and another bunch of lathe. And basically what I found was that it was around 80 plus kilos and a lot longer than the one I got here. So after a long time I was looking on the internet to find a small lathe. I found that most people will buy the 7 by 14 lathe that come from China. There seems to be a common one in a number of brand names, but it's the same lathe that's used. After looking on eBay for some time, I discovered that in fact there's a Danish dealers had a German version of it from Rotwerk, and it seems to be exactly the same price, but got some more gear with the more accessories with the lathe, and it seems to be that the Germans had got the same parts as from China, but they have made their own version of it. And as the price was the same and I could get it locally in Denmark, selected that one. So from Little Machine Shop I got this cover. It was easiest in the video to show it in the beginning with it put on. It was fairly cheap, but for me a good idea to get this cover because I don't use this machine every day, and it's as mentioned before, the size of the machine is intended to be stored on a shelf in this work shop, and don't have a permanently place for it. So I got this to cover the machine and protect it from when it's not used. So let's take this cover off. So here you can see the machine is a Rotwerk EMD 350 DR. The DR is indicating digital readout. If you have looked at machines on the internet, you can see it's exactly the same style as the other ones, just a different color and some other accessories. What there was on this machine was that it seemed that from what I could see on the pictures that this cover on the spindle here, it was included on this machine but not on the eBay machines. And then this tailstock had this crick release, and the one on the internet on eBay don't have it. They have the one where you have to have a wrench and I have to release it in here. It comes with this stationer's arbor MT2 or MK2 if it's German. So that's it. Here on the saddle in the middle, the slate, you can see there's a digital readout, and that's the DR version, meaning that there's a DR readout here. You can see you can turn it on. So I just zoom in a bit here. You can reset. It can use, sorry for the light, I'm trying to. Inches or millimeters. On off. And reset. So if I turn it slightly here, you can see. So this readout is costing a fair amount of money as an accessory, and this stock tail with the quick release. So if I had got the other ones from the eBay, I should have got them by myself and then added them on, and that will have raised the price. If you look here, I have this A2C quick tool post. That is one I've got from the little machine shop to add on this machine, because it's coming with a tool post style like this mounted in there, where I have two tools, and then you can turn it. But it's a bit annoying, and you can't control the height of the tool. You have to shim it up with the small blades below the tool, and it's just a pain to use this tool holder. So this one I have added, and you can see it's a two places it can be connected into. So if I take and here's a tool holder with a tool in it. You can see with this set screw you can adjust the height. So what you do is you slide it down over here, and then you can lock it. So that's pretty easy to change the tools. Down here is a stop. I don't know what it's called. But it used to stop the carriage when it's driving, and you can set a limit, so it's stopping it from hitting the chuck. The machine also have a spindle digital readout, and it has a switch on this cover that's behind here, so you can't turn it on if this cover isn't over. I have read a lot of people on the internet has had to take the machines totally apart and adjust everything. I haven't done that. I have just used the machine, and I believe it's because it's coming from this German company, so they have taken it apart or assembled it in Germany, and have used a lot of care to put it together. So and here is there was a plate I've removed, so it's the spindle bore. It's 16 millimeter, I believe. So you can emergency stop, let's click now, and you can select direction and the speed. So with this machine I have not from the same place, but from as the machine is coming from a Danish company, because it was easiest with the transport, and the price was better than getting it from UK or anywhere else. So this is where the machine is coming from. A lot of the accessories is coming from a little machine shop, like the cover and the tool post here. But I also have some other accessories. To begin with, it's coming with a chuck wrench. So to release this with the chuck, there's coming inside and outside. I don't know what it's called, but they are. You can see they can be exchanged to have the holder on the different way, depending on your gripping from inside or outside of. Nicely wrapped in oil paper, so there's no issues of rust with that. It's coming with plastic gears. You can see down here there's a table for when you're making threading. I haven't done that yet, I haven't tried it, but there's the set of gears. Unfortunately it is plastic gears. I had hoped this was metal, steel or something, but it's plastic. But the machine is also coming 2 wrenches and umbrago keys. I have got this extra because there's keys to when you're taking the gear off inside the machine and doing service on the machines. You have to use keys with this design, and to make sure that when I was buying the other parts, I also get these 2 keys for that, because I know when a year or 2 from now, when I need them, I'll be happy that I have got them already. For the tool post, you can see here there's a number of holders. There's one here with a carbide tool and an insert. I believe it can hold 8mm and 10mm holders, eller cutting tools. They're fairly easy to use, so simply pick them in, lock the handle, use them, release the handle, take it off, and you can see with this set screw you control the height, so you pretty easy can set the height of the tool. You don't have to use shimmers, so you simply lock down the tool in the holder, then log it in this way. That's one cutting tool. That's the 5 other holders of the same type as this one. So it's easy to have the tools already mounted in the holders and have the height set. Here's the cutting blade for when you have to cut a part over. If you can see this, it's pretty hard to see, but this blade is bigger in the top than it is in the bottom, so it is cutting up here and it doesn't lock in the part because it's thinner in the lower part of the tool. I think this tool holder could have been made a small bit better because it's not holding the tool super well. It is small vibration if you get this out too long from the holder. So that is, you can then cut a part over with it. I've got extra blades with the tool. For boring bars, I got 2 sizes, a big and small. Because it's coming from the USA, it's coming with the in inches, and also the embargo keys here is not in millimeters but in inches. So I will see if I can find another screw in to put in here, and then use millimeter tools instead, because we're using millimeters here, and then the boring bar can be placed like this and then locked down. And then be cutting on the inside of whatever you're cutting. So that's the main tool holders I got. I also got a knurling tool to make the knurling grooves in handles and so on. And here's a set of different size wheels to put on the knurling tool, so this can be changed to a different size. So here you can adjust the how much it is in the pull size here, and here you can set the size. And if you look here, the camera can adjust. And so yeah, I made a small test with the knurling tool to make some grooves into here. But basically what it is like here on the handle, to make grooves like this into handles and so on. So that's the knurling tool. From Little Machine Shop. Again, using the holder. Here's the old tool post again, with the bar going through it and the handle sitting on top. There was a safety cover plate mounted on the, was basically sitting here. I've selected not to have this protected cover on, and not use this tool post because I have this new A to C tool posts. I'm thinking I'll maybe get some more cutting blades, and you can also get some black holders if you have to make your own tools. With the machine, it was coming, all this is extra accessories I've got from a Little Machine Shop and from a dealer in the UK. But this set that's here was coming with the machine. It's a beginner set. I'll use them for rough parts and things where it doesn't matter so much for the tool. Because from Little Machine Shop I got this extra little set. You can see the tool that's missing is in the tool holder. And here you can see there's different angles, and they have the carbide inserts, and there's the tool for taking in and out of the holders. There's a small set from Little Machine Shop. I may have to get some more carbide inserts tools here. Here's a MT2 extender. I found out fairly soon that I needed this one. I know it's not a good idea because you lose precision and things, but sometimes this saddle, depending on how it's set, it's coming too close to the tailstock, and this one can extend. can be put in here. And then whatever is needed can be put in here. So it's extending the length, so now I can easier get close with the tools to the beginning of the part with this extension on. It's costing yeah, not much. It was fairly cheap from this dealer in the UK that I got the other parts. I can't remember the name, but I will put them below in the comment part of the section, text section below this video. And here's the bars for drilling bars to set into this tool. So I just got a set with some different lengths and angles and so on. So as I'm a beginner in this, I think it was a good idea to get just a beginner set. One thing I got wrong was this dial indicator that's used when you make a threading to engage the spindle in the same location every time to when you're making threads. This tool is for a C3 machine and doesn't fit into this machine. It should be down here, but it will not work because of the way the machine is. It was an error from my part in the ordering, because on the website it specifically says that this doesn't work on the SC3 and the SC3 machines. It's a clone of this machine, or this machine is a clone of that one. So, but it's basically the same as a SC3 machine. So this one is a error. I can't use it. Maybe I will look into if it can be modified to log into to be set into the machine. But for now I can't use it. So here's a set in a nice box where I have this for the tailstock. I can't pull that out now, but this tip can be taken out of this holder with this tool. And then there's different tips. There's a female, male holder. So it's coming in different sizes. This one is a live one, a turning. You can see here if we take this out. Oh no, I have this one. To do drilling, I got this chuck. 1 to 13 millimeters and a chuck key, and there's a MT2 it is not put correctly in it. I can see that. Yeah. To go in there. Turn it in that way, it will push whatever that's set in here out. So if you can't get it out, then just turn the handle. To drill small holes in finer parts, I got this small one. It's a 0.3. I don't know if you can see. 0.3-4 millimeters for super small drilling. I haven't used it yet, but I believe it going into the bigger chuck. I may have to look into if I can change this hopper to a MT2, so it can go directly into the tailstock. But it's nice to have if you're doing super small holes. And then I got some center drills. I think it's a set with 5 in from Little Machine Shop. And then from another seller on eBay, I got this tool for making the inside angles of pipes and so on. This is a 60 degrees. This is a 90 degrees. This one is still coated and has not been used. This simply goes into here. So you can see that it's locked in now. So it can extend the insides with the exact 16 degrees angle. And the other one goes to 90 degrees. Here's a adapter plate for this goes to the machine to be put in here. If I have to change the chuck to another one that has a different index size here, this one fits to the machine's connector here, and this will fit to planning to get a 100 millimeters independent chuck to set here, and I need this plate to be the adapter between them. And here's a face plate. It is so it can be used directly on the machine. It can be mounted instead of the chuck on the machine, and with the holes you can mount odd sizes, parts and whatever that you need to machine that can't be mounted into a chuck. So this is a faceplate for I believe that's an overview of this machine. So to recap, I got this machine without the tool post, with the tool post that you've seen before. It's come with this one. It came with the plastic gears, the standard tools, the chuck wrench, the jaws for the to exchange if it's inside or outside, and this tool post, and this set of tools. So this here and the chucks and the tools, the back plates, is extra accessories. This 2 keys, the tool post, the knurling tool, this tool set, the extender, the MT2 extender, the set with the drawing bars, and the dial indicator that I can't use, and then the cover is something I got from as accessories from a little machine shop and from another company in the UK. Why I bought the things from the 2 companies was because that one company had some of the parts and the other company had other parts, and I tried to buy as much as I can from the UK firm, because I have to pay extra toll tax when I'm getting parts from the US, and it's cheaper when getting from UK because it's inside EU. So that's my new small lathe. Hope you like the view of it. Don't know if I can cut anything. Can try. It's a bit hard when I'm using one hand here. So I'll try to give you a small demonstration of this lathe. Noted that I'll be using one hand because I'm using the other one for the camera. So install the tool in here, lock it down. The cover has to be down, machine is stopped, and the speed has been turned on to low. Then you can release. If you don't have this turned and stop, this low and the cover down, and you release, it will show the yellow one, and you can't start the machine. So that's to protect the operator. I think it's no. Yeah. Okay. On the back side here, there's a gear lever for high and low gear, and then you can set the direction for the I can't remember, for the spindle here, comparing to the turning spindle. The noise is making it, it's primarily making the noise because of the plastic gears. So operate with one hand here. Reset here, and then go 0.05 in to the part, and then we use this lever to drive it in slowly. So that was a super bad cut and demo, because it's using my left hand and I'm right-handed, and I have to cross over for the camera. I'm holding in the right hand, so it's not very pretty, but it's cutting, and I have a lot of tools, and it's simply a matter of learning. So now I can turn all sorts of parts and things that I need to be thinner and finer in size, and learn to do it. And at some point I will try to learn to make threading also, but the dial indicator is not fitting to this machine, so I have to read up on that. So I'm glad for the machine. It's fairly easy to move around and put up on the shelf when you don't need the machine anymore. And I think the finish of the machine is fine for this low price. It is what it is. If I had a need for a bigger, finer machine, I will have got one used, like a my Ford or something bigger. But this will cover what I need to make different parts, axles and adapters and small things, make them smaller and cut for minor needs. And I think with the tools that I now got with the machine, I have what I need to start here in the beginning, and don't need other things. Maybe a chuck with 4 independent jars will be nice. So that's maybe one thing I'll get. And also the plastic gears that's making noise in the machine, and this plastic, I will maybe get I can see on the little machine shop side there's a set you can buy with all the metallic gears, so I can exchange all the things on the machine. It's also fairly slim in size, so it's easy to put up on a shelf. It's coming with this pan, and then below it there's some rubber feet. It's not a super good idea to have this moved too much around, because it will not be as precise if you bolt it down one place and level it out to where it's bolted down. But again, for me to fine tune some minor axes and whatever, this machine will work perfectly. And if this machine is getting too small for me, I can. That's also part of why I got this machine with the digital readouts and stuff, and the accessories, is that if I have to sell the machine at some point, because I will get a bigger machine, I plan to use the accessories I got, but I think it will make it easier to sell if it has a good set of accessories and a nice machine with the readouts and so on. So I hope you liked my little show off of my new lathe. I believe it's 46 kilos. It's in width. Again, depending on what extra things you put on and what chuck there's on, and yeah. So now it's a matter of using it. So I hope you liked my small video here. If you have any questions or anything, or you would like me to make more videos or about it or anything, please make a comments below and subscribe to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I hope I'm doing mostly CNC. I like that as a hobby, it's fun. And then this lathe thing is a new thing for me. And later on I hope to get into welding, because I think it's a skill that I'm missing. So that will maybe come later, but have to take one thing at a time. So if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and send a comment and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for looking into my video. Bye.